Oh my goodness, chat. Oh my goodness. I fixed the music just in time to start stream. Hello everyone. Hello Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. So good to see you. So good to see you, Rain. Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a hectic last 10 minutes. I accidentally spilled water all over and smashed a glass on my bedroom floor. So, we're just gonna hope and pray that I don't get a glass shard in my foot. Listening to the music last night and you had a proper ugly cry? Lovely. It is some beautiful music. I really like this music. Gosh, I need to clean my floor. I've been trying, but it's tough. Spoilers will be deleted. Not only will spoilers be deleted, I swear on my pretty floral bonnet I will end you. No, I'm kidding. I did clean that shit up, Chaos. Don't worry. I swept it up as best I could, and then I mopped it up as best I could, and I'm just hoping that there's more. Anyway, Outer Wilds. Hoping there's not more is what I meant to say. The mods will end you, Ro will let us. Yeah. Or I will. Let me have fun sometimes too, word. Jeez. The game works. Option, how you could get away from going to university? University is fun. I enjoyed university a lot. Darkraven, how are y'all? Welcome back in. We are playing some Outer Wilds. Alright, now, where the spotted fluffy heck were we? Oh, right, we gotta start over. Whoa, chat. We're awake. This is like nothing we've ever experienced before. We're totally not stuck in a time loop of some kind. The sun is, in fact, a massive incandescent gas. A gigantic nuclear furnace. Spotted fluffy... I have been saying spotted fluffy heck for a while, Azarin. Catch up. You're finally awake. Not ready to go out into the wilds? Well, I am. Alright, where were we? Right. We were on Brittle Hollow. Ooh, no, we were looking around at the harmonica signal on this planet, but I'm gonna go back to Brittle Hollow and we're gonna keep looking around at this eye signal locator situation. You don't post spoilers, you post distractions? Bro. Let's fly, chat. I'm very impressed already at the soft landings. Well, some of my landings have been soft. Oops. Where is the planet? Ash Twin. I think that's our home planet. That might be Brittle Hollow. That's Brittle Hollow. All right. Autopilot. Engage. Thank you for the tomatoing. I really appreciate it. All right, chat. So we got to get to the Southern Observatory. The Southern Observatory is super duper locked right now. I'm just gonna let gravity take us in so that we don't waste too much time. Avoid anything dealing with sound. She can't hear stuff. After the stream, she'll be having earphones for the next one, but please be aware. Oh, yes. Thank you. I appreciate that warning. I keep forgetting that sound is such an important part of, like, the driving force of this game. I can hear very, very faintly. I should have put myself in landing mode, huh? My butt was facing the wrong direction. Yeah, don't warn me about anything. Unless you want to be cheeky, like y'all were when the interloper frickin' annihilated us the other day. That's fine. Just vague, like, uh-oh. She didn't see it. She doesn't see it. That was funny. Warning. Space. You know, that's exactly what my... Nope. Send her a pigeon that aggressively pick at her window till she answers. I mean, you could, but what's the point? The joke I was going to make earlier, by the way, Chaos, when you said warning space, I was going to say, you know, that's exactly what my college ex said to me. Ooh, it's that comet that decimated me earlier. Bounced a little too hard. The One Ring gets destroyed in the Third Age by the Fellowship of the Ring. No, I was still watching that! No, I've seen The Lord of the Rings, and I've read the books, like, enough times, you know? No, 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 no. This is not how it ends, chat! This is not how it ends! What is going on? Why can't I oh, wait. Ow, my legs. Snape kills Gandalf? No! She bounced on it crazy. I did bounce on it crazy style. Alright, apparently I need to relearn how to use this, this jetpack, chat. These are expendable resources. Yep. I mean, was it that clutch? Was it really? Deliberate and intended? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it be? If anybody suggests otherwise, you tell me and I'll put them right. I'll set them as straight as I can set things. Alright, signal scope time. Where is our boy? Banjo boy. There's Esker. But what if I want to zoom forward? You don't. You just zoom up. That's spooky music. Anyway. Whoa, I wonder what that quantum fluctuation could be, chat. Totally couldn't be the giant black hole beneath us. Distress beacons, it's just an escape pod. Outer Wilds. Shit! That was spooky. Anyway. I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know where I've been. Warning, explosion. You know? I don't think I would have noticed that if you hadn't said something, Chaos. Thank you. Ooh, have I not read? Yar har! I'm a pirate, chat! I'm a space pirate cat. Yo! Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Pilgrimage. Yep, we've already read this. Okay. Thank you for the shower. I already got one of those, though. Not a cabbage? A cabbage? My cabbages? What about a cabbage? Tasty like a... Gonna sail the 7 seas of cat piracy? We would never sail the 7 seas, right? Long hair for tugging. I have no comment. Experiment rain. The pirate... There it is. Alright, so I know we needed to discover something more at this camp. Oh! You launched! What is the name of the hobbit who threatens a Nazgul with dogs? Can't remember. Should have seen this coming. I should have seen this coming too. Don't get too excited in my chat specs. Haven't done anything yet. Wow. I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow. But you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. I'm in a hurry. Can I ask you something? Oh, sure. Of course. Anything you want. What did I learn? I found the Nomai escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow. So then the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system? Where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. It's an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though? Maybe they needed the black hole for something? Oh, wow, where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole, actually. That's very no. Which is unfortunate because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside it from the surface, trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it. It's not too much trouble. Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or, the archaeologist, I guess. Seeing as I'm all Timberhearth's got right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. The planet's an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them, I mean. So, maybe I can help. Alright, let's see if there's... That might have taught us a little... Yep, that might have taught us a little bit more. If I eat a marshmallow, tier 3 to... Oh, jeez. Aw, it didn't restore my health. I was kind of hoping that that would make the little red blob go away. Anyway... Is there a way to go that way? Because I think... Oh my. Is that most of the planet just blown away? Freaky. What's the name of the greatest? They're so cool. They're so cool. Honestly, it's been long enough. I don't know the answer to any of these questions, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm very invested in what's going on this crazy planet, chat. I certainly don't. I spend enough time typing every day. Let me double check something real quick. I still want to keep moving south because that was our big objective for the time being. Oh, that's deeply unfortunate. Currently place trees manually on our D&D map. True. Yeah, my ship is pretty close. I don't know how, but it's close. No! I wanna get in my spaceship. I want to get in my spaceship. I want to get in my spaceship. Maybe, perhaps. We're safe, chat. I have no idea how any of that happened, but, we're here. That's crazy, chat. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. Some Barrett's only archaeologists. They overcome their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove and know my culture. Got it. Yeah, Southern Observatory is where all those points are. Anemone. Anyway. Discover the fun red button on the right side of the piloting console. Chat, does that count as a... What is this? Does that count as a spoiler, chat? Random rock. The interloper. Hi, interloper. Oh, is this... What's going on, chat? Have I found bits of the planet I was just on? Uh-oh. I have found bits of the planet I was just on. Okay. No, wait. What's happening, chat? We're gonna go back to Brittle Hollow. Hey, chat. This game is crazy and I'm scared. Brittle Hollow is a very apt name for this planet. Also, did somebody clip me randomly finding my spaceship and surviving that? Because that was crazy and I forgot to clip it. Bounce on the surface, crazy style, Dio. Alright, that was a pretty smooth landing, I would say. Grab my spacesuit. I've only suffocated like twice so far. Maybe once. Alright. Now. Is the planet busted up enough that I can just kind of get under the surface and explore the southern observatory by getting under the surface that way? Spacesuit, you mean the... Say it, Rain. We all know what you're thinking. Just say it. The spacesuit hussy? Hashtag yikes. That was a relatively... Spacesuit life support systems? Oh. Sure, Rain. We're weird. Sure. I'm absolutely certain that that's true. You're definitely not weird. You definitely don't constantly give us reasons to think that you're going to ussify things. Definitely not. That's alright, I ussified some... I think it was... Toothpaste pussy that I said to you the other day, Word. And Rain died laughing, and Word died... sadly. Dying laughing again at it. Because I'm a monster, Word. That's why. Someone else's spaceship. Oh, it's gonna be, Rebix. Yeah. Whoa. Gosh, this game is pretty. You can't ban the streamer. You certainly can't. I have the power here, Word. You know that. I'm frightened, chat. I think that if I'm careful, I can jetpack my way down into the southern observatory from here. Because the planet is basically just a cracked up pie crust. Hey, is that the sun? Like, is that the solar system's star? Banished to ad jail for your crime, OC? Oh no. Because if that's this solar system's sun, it's getting very big and very red. And I feel that that might be connected in some way to the end of a star's lifespan. I kind of don't feel that I had any right to survive that, but I did, so here we are. And if that star is getting old... Criminalacy. Good work, Azarin. I mean, that star is getting very big and very red, which usually happens as stars begin to burn out. How old is this solar system, y'all? Thank you for the nice landing. I'm doing my best. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. And I'm stuck in a portal. There we go. Oh. I think I was right. I don't... Was I wrong the first time, chat? Was that not a comet that hit me? Was that the sun going kablooblity? Because I think that looked like the sun going kablibbity. So does that mean that every iteration is on a timer? Well, I don't know where to go now. The thing you were wrong about, you can in fact heal from marshmallows? Interesting. Where do we go, chat? Don't tell me. I'm figuring it out for myself, damn it. There's the escape pods. That's the weird quantum thingy thing. Yeah. I have no leads on any other planets but Brittle Hollow right now. Are we literally racing against time in every iteration? Okay, I knew it. The sun is orange. The sun shouldn't be burning out that fast. Something weird is happening. Something bad. It should take like bajillions of years for a sun to go from flyby. Anyway, it should take like bajillions of years for a sun to go from orange or yellow to orange to red to kablooity. Whoa! We landed on a moon. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! This rock is on fire. Where'd the planet go? Yes, I get it, chat. You all know what's happening and I don't. Shush. Okay, so here's a theory, chat. Here's a thought. What if I fly the spaceship under the crust of this planet? Got so fucking lucky. I did. I know that I did. And I'm pretty hype about it. What if I fly my spaceship for what that's worth into the Hearthian smile is driving me nuts, I want you all to know. Yeah, I'm very well aware, word. I'm very well aware. Woo! I found a hole. Okay. Whoa! Brief crash landing, it's fine. No, 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 no. Alright, we should be able to use the black hole's gravity to kind of slingshot around the inside of the planet until we figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Pardon my language. Found a hole, Miwen bottom. Wouldn't that be you and top? If that's a thing that has ever happened? Oh. Fertile Hollow, you're a butt. Am I doomed? Oh, me when the bottom. Oh. Sorry, Rain. Have I made a terrible mistake? Why can't I... Rain's a bottom. Why can't I move, chat? What's going on? Oh, hang on. I think my keyboard died. No, I can't get out and look. Is the problem. Bear with me for one moment, cat. Cat. Wow, this is awkward. So I got good news, and I got bad news. The good news is, there's no good news. The bad news is, the batteries in my keyboard are dead, and I don't have AAAs. So, what we're gonna do is we are going to try to see if my controller is working. See, I've got two controllers sitting here, but the last time I tried to play a game with this controller, I was playing Dark Souls, and it just didn't respond to the controller. The computer could find the controller, but the game just stopped being able to find the controller, and I have no explanation for this. So, everyone pray with me. In the name of the cat, and of the cat, and of another third cat. Amen. It works! Kinda. Sorta. Oh, it's because I'm... Where? What? Who? Oh, I see what's wrong. I see what the problem is, chat. How did I get myself in this situation? I'm kind of trapped. Help, police! Hi, Vilifar. Everything is going poorly. Everything is bad. Nothing is fun. Help! Help! Wait, I'm back in the ship! Do I just... The little red button on the console? There's a little red button on... You said that already, yeah. Eject? Ow. My face. You know, I knew that was gonna happen and I thought it would be funny. I'm not stuck anymore. I'm not stuck anymore. The Queen does, in fact. Thank you for your clip, whoever just clipped that. Word. Thank you. We're gonna try that again, only this time I'm not gonna get stuck in a tractor beam. She says confidently, knowing full well that she has no control over whether that happens again or not. Usually it's not instantly lethal. In that one case, I was destroyed, chat. Successfully use the eject in exactly one scenario. We are gonna hit... Phew! We almost hit Timberhearth. Gonna ask... Rain, you gonna ask in spoiler chat what that was? Reckless, don't... Well, first of all, good morning, Reckless. Second of all, don't jinx me! What did I do? I was a good cat. I don't deserve to get jinxed. Heckin' rude. Rain! Do I misunderstand drastically which trigger is doing... or is getting me higher off the ground? No, I was just stupid. Help, Snap. Rain, I mean this with every bit of the love in my heart. You would not be one of the people I asked to help if I was stuck in a tractor beam. I know you would help, but you would also make a huge meme out of it. I know I'm not wrong. I know my Snap. You are here.
Wow.
Ooh, something exploding at the surface. Oh, never mind. Also, you take a huge bite? You would bite me trying to... Oh. Yeah, I guess I should expect that. I wish I knew which part of the planet was the south, chat. Am I even close? No! Don't fall into that. Don't fall into that. I know what Rain would do with the tractor beam. Tractor beam me up. Yeah, I could take two guesses and I bet they'd both be correct, Specs. Oh, I didn't... How did I not even notice that? Did that just pop up? Please tell me that just popped up. You can also tell me I'm stupid. That's a probability as well. This is going so incredibly poorly, chat. I don't know who or what I am anymore. Well, everything about that sucked. Been there the whole time? Shush! Upper hull damage, aft hull damage. Yep. That sounds about right. South part is the part that you get to by going down. I just noticed that, Azarin, and... You're fired. I'm gonna come in for a quick landing so that we can repair the damage that I have inflicted upon my ship. Because I would really rather not die again on this planet. Ooh, rough landing. Rough landing, chat. Alright. Make sure I grab the spacesuit. Open the hatch. It was the aft hull and the lower hull, alright? No, I think it was the upper hull. Yep, little damage on the upper hull. Alright, how we feeling? Yeah, no, I said hull. You degenerate. Alright. Back for liftoff, chat. Now. Time to find a hole. This time I said hole rain. In the planet's crust. And here we go. At least this kind of time I have a camera when I'm trying to find the hole. No. I don't think you could say that that was a plug, Azarin. I really don't. Okay, I see where I want to be, I think. Ooh, there's trees. Come on. Come on, girly. Come on. Come on. Nope. Emote only chat. Hey, mods, could one of you take care of that for me? Are you kidding me? I'm absolutely furious. Thanks, Rain. Could you help me keep track of, timing as well? I know the porthole is damaged. There we go. How's the sun looking? Very orange. That's a good sign. It's not quite looking explodey yet. Which is distinctly what I now believe happened to me the last time that I was... The last time that I was horribly mangled. It should be like a 3-minute, 3 minutes on emote only chat. Maybe 5. I can't remember. We don't use it very often. Thanks, Rain. Owie. All right, let's repair the ship one more time. Which part did I break, chat? Meow, 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 meow. Alright, now, if I am correct, we are repaired. Time for some liftoff, chat. Now. Thank you, Rain. 2 minutes according to the redeem? Oh! Well, I'm glad that I don't know my own redeems. That's a good sign. I just want something to land on. Is that too much to ask for? Well, not like that. I guess this is close enough. Oh, that is risky, chat. That is risky right there. Okay. Yeah. I think what I want to do is I want to be over here, don't I? I made a horrible mistake. I made a horrible mistake. I made a horrible mistake. Ow, my face. Jeepers! Nothing about this is going well, chat. See, though, it didn't fit. I really shouldn't have actually landed there. That was poor decision-making on my part. Everybody ready for this? Was it a fun decision? No. I know, Rain. Wait, where is my ship? Am I shipless? Good Lord, word. Somebody spray that woman. Rain! Somebody spray that woman! Yeah. I now realize what you mean, Specs. Hashtag whoops. Uh-oh. No! Could we dial it down like 3 notches in chat? Thank you. The sun is very warm. That was... everything I didn't want to have happen in that moment basically happened. Specs, are you about to sass me? I think he's about to sass me, chat. I think that boy's about to sass. Type 2 messaging got cut off by stream elements. Yeah, she does that. Aren't I struggling enough, Specs? Aren't I struggling enough? I don't need chat stats. I know that I'll get it anyway. You could struggle more. Ooh woo? No. Hey, Gravity, you're welcome to kick in anytime. All right, now. I'm getting good at finding the hole, but I'm not so good at finishing the job. There's Saz, you're just gonna perch your chin on your hands and enjoy? Of course you are, Pug. Come on, row up your game. My game is about as up as it's gonna get. Giggity. Adosy jail. Fair. Dial it back 3 notches, she says, and then makes these jokes. Okay, the difference is... there's jokes, and then there's actively asking another member of chat to spray you. I'm fine with suggestive jokes and, like, ooh-woo moments. I just like to keep the flirting to a healthy simmer. Unless it's Gothro. Then it's allowed to boil over ever so slightly, but only as long as I'm Gothro. Three notches out of total how many? As many as you would like. Oh, Reckless. Your timing was impeccable. How y'all doing? Having a good time? Enjoying watching me struggle? Oh, don't worry, Rain. I won't bite too much. Well, that was a rough landing. Realistically, the only sort of landing worth having. Chaos take the world? Chaos has already taken the world. Not you, Chaos. Reckless living up to the name. Oh, she just wants chat to She just wants chat to squirm. Because you all know you squirm so well for me. Gee! Would have helped if I had remembered how to use the jetpack. Hey, chat. I'm sad. Chaos can take you. Rain. Look, I'm doing the best that I can, Rain. Be a good girl and give me a break, will you? Which one of you told bro I squirm? I've seen the chats. I know you squirm. Good girl, Rain. No, none of you had to tell me a thing. I watched you squirm, Specs. Let's see if I can manage this landing. I'm thinking no. Make everyone squirm? What about you, Reckless? Would you squirm? It's a body reaction. I'll find your buttons, Reckless, don't you worry. Eats popcorn and just watches. That's super fair, Flatten. Oh, Rain. I don't think you have any room to be eating popcorn right now. You're part of the show. As if we don't already know that all I have to do is do the Gothro voice. Shocked at the gear shift? What is this? Giant's Deep. Oh, right. Shush. Alright, but only because you're being such a good girl. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna give Rain a second. She's been chatting a lot, so she's been getting it a lot. I don't want to overwhelm her. Your favorite planet? That's the water planet, yeah? Oh, I am flying straight toward the sun. But keep going? You want me to keep going? I don't know. The Dark or the Gothros timer is like a whole 5 minutes. That might be too much for you. And I might be imminently about to... Hi. I hope Gothro behaved herself. Yep, we are hitting the sun, chat. We're dead. Gothro behaved herself as much as Eclipse does? Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. You doing okay, You doing okay, Rain? You have enough? Good. We can only take so much Gothro. I'm glad you're doing okay, Rain. I'm glad it was fun. Rain was just getting... Oh, no. Rain, did you get the full... Gotta go through, look through stuff to pack? Fair enough. Be good, chat. No spoilers. I think I'm flying too fast, chat. Are y'all getting bored of me doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Oh, I'm definitely going to. But also, word... Darest thou not say that you're an angel? Nobody in this chat is an angel, except for maybe me. Gothro notwithstanding, I am an angel. Got a spoiler? You're gonna die at least 3 more times before the stream ends? Probably. You don't even know me. But you came in with... I'm pretty sure you came in with Rain's chat. I'm pretty sure you're not an angel. Guilty as charged. There it is. Lawton's a real one. As opposed to a fake one. Words chat and OG. Yo. It's still crazy to me that none of y'all would know each other if I wasn't just raiding random people in the first 2 months I was streaming. He's on an oil rig? Who's on an oil rig? Also, reckless. Made your life better for it? True. True. I did introduce a good chunk of people, though, which is very fun. I'm just waiting to see if there's a spot in the planet's surface that we can break through. Yeah, when I met Word, she had, like, 1 person in chat. I also had 1 person in chat. Together we had 3. Like, when we watched each other's streams. There was, like, 3 of us then. Yep. I miss Harlan. Hope he's doing alright. I know he's so busy with real life. I'm so busy with real life too, but I have chosen on the days where I am not busy to still make streaming a thing that I do, which is probably not the best use of my time, but who cares? Harlan is a good boy. I used to look for streamers who were similar size to me and just raid them and be like, hey, I'm a cat girl and I'm your problem now. Somebody else introduced Word and I. Somebody who is not really around the community any longer.
Jeepers, 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 help.
Eventually, I'm gonna figure this out, chat. Okay, there's those trees and shit that I was looking at the last time. Oh gosh, no, yeah. It's been over a year since I heard anything from that person too. I'm honestly not even sure she streams anymore. She might be going by a different username now. Have you tried Redacted yet? I'll redact you, Chaos. Ooh woo. But like in a fun way. I said like in a fun way. It was a threat, but like a funny little silly threat. Ooh woo. I say ooh woo too much, I think. Ooh woo. Hey, could I just land for once? Like... Yeah. I unfortunately wasn't able to be, like, super present for a lot of Rain's stream. I have just... this might be news to several of the people close to me, actually. I just started, like, 3 new contracts this week. On top of Barista Kitty, so... The amount of time that I have has decreased so dramatically. Did I land? Nope! Come on. Can I get stuck in that tractor beam? Is that a thing I can do? Woke up and immediately took a shower because you wasn't too sluggish to take one today? That's super fair, Reckless. I'm glad you were able to get the energy to shower. Trust me, I know that is a tough problem some days. I'm juggling time, energy, and spoons, which are 3 highly... Alright, the cat is in a tree. This is you last night finally, it had been days. Well, I'm glad you finally managed to get the spoons together. Very glad to hear that, Specs. Hey, help! I made a mistake. Highly valuable resources. True. I am definitely no longer in a tree, Chaos. I am definitely no longer in a tree. Group of friends with a particular set of skills? Ow. What is this guy? Who are you? Ooh, is this an entrance? It is! Nope. Go, go, go. Go in there. Go in there. Go in there. This looks like it might be the ship that our Nomai buddies launched from. Whoa. There's oxygen in here. This has gotta be their ship. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you're not the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Whoa! Hopefully it wasn't COVID. Glad you're... Yeah, really. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with the corresponding astral body, in this place, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. This is so crazy. I don't know what to do with that just yet. Oop. Trees and stuff. This is wild, chat. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a bit before we're realigned. You rarely get sick when you do it's absolute hell. I get that. I get minorly sick very frequently, but when I get really sick, it's so rough. Anybody seen any fun movies? Let me double check something real quick. Alright, I forgot. The keyboard doesn't work. Okay, we're good. Brittle Hollow is still way over there. If I go down to here, is there a place for the projection stone? Oh, gosh. I'm spinning, chat. I don't know. I think I'm waiting for Brittle Hollow to be aligned. But I could just be waiting for myself to get sick from the spin. I'm so curious. Give me a second, chat. Ba-bam! There we go. Oh, that's so silly. Anyway. Ooh, ruins. I knew that if I just set the thing spinning, eventually it would align. What's going on over here? To our friends on Brittle Hollow. I just warped here from the White Hole Station, on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Winona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Larry, have you seen these readings? They were accurate. They would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I did! I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Oh, hi, dead guy. What's up? That used to be a teleporter, it would seem. That is still a teleporter, it would seem. Ooh, what's this? Departure time, 869.69107. Arrival time, 869.69106. Return warp status, charged. Step into warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Is that... So that's what they're talking about, chat. I arrived sooner than I left. Oh, that's not good. The sun's turning very red. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's Lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow Lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show its face. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. That sun is getting mighty red. And we are getting mighty North Pole. Ow, my feelings. Alright, there's their spaceship again. We've gathered a little bit more information, at least. For what that's worth at this moment. Whoa, overshot. Undershot, undershot, undershot! My disappointment is immeasurable, chat. Alright, Dark Bramble. We've only got a little bit of time before the sun goes supernova and takes us all out, so I'm just gonna try and land on you just to see what your deal is. Are you a planet? Are you some kind of evil living creature who demolishes planets and consumes their inhabitants? Are you just a weird-looking rock? The world may never know. Unless I land there, that is. It's definitely big enough to have gravity. Wilds are really out there? They really are, Monica. Hi, Monica. How you doing? Great seeing you again, Monica. Ooh, we're gonna run out of juice. Just back from breakfast with the roomies. Brunch. Still valid. I think my computer is making noises telling me that things are connecting and disconnecting. Ooh, critical fuel level. We might be doomed, chat. Like, this might be the moment it happens. This might be the moment it happens. Meow 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 meow. Anyway, was in free fall for a second there. Free falling. I think I missed the planet. Or whatever the hell that thing is. Using oxygen as propellant. Alright. Yep, we're doomed. It's over. Cat noises, yep. Ooh, we might hit Giant Deep this time instead of the sun. Yeah, we did. Oh, wow. Another attempt, chat. This time I'm gonna look at the ship's log and see what we know. I do like that the ship's log doesn't remove things on iteration. That would be so frustrating. Whitehole Station, the Northern Glacier, Quantum Moon. Okay, so the Quantum Moon should be connected to these guys. Oh yeah, for sure there's more to explore there. Shelter site, okay. I really want to get into that shelter, or into that observatory, chat. I really want to get into that observatory. It might be a silly idea right now. The Auto Rock. Okay, we already landed on the outer rock. It might not be the most productive use of my time, but gosh darn it, we're gonna try. We gotta find that harmonica signal too. Somebody is playing harmonica on our home planet. And it sounds, supposedly, an awful lot like, oh, there's a big old hole in the planet. Thank you for the Hearthian smile. That is very helpful and very informative and totally doesn't just give me more questions. I have no explanation for that. Oh, yes, I do. My controller disconnected. Yeah, my controller has just decided that it is also not going to play this game. Try a different controller? Gosh, this one doesn't even turn on, chat. Well, this is really, what I would call not ideal, chat. I don't know what to do. I don't think I have AAAs anywhere. Do Wii remotes take AAAs? They take AA's, don't they? I am asking it politely to work. Please work. My mouse works fine. Only the Game Boy Micro took AAA batteries? I forgot that was a thing. I can't even end the game and turn off my computer right now. No, the keyboard does not have a USB option. And I think my USB port might be the problem with the controllers. Well, I mean, the keyboard is USB, but... Oh wait, plugging it into another USB port helped. Goodness gracious. Yeah, your controller worked fine, so it's gotta be my controller. It's just both dying on me. Which was really upsetting, because, I mean, one of them is a Switch Pro controller from the original Switch, so that's a few years old. But the other one is a cheap knockoff Xbox controller, and that's the problem. Giant Steep. Maybe at some point we can try a couple Azurin. I really appreciate the offer. Where is the planet that I was actually trying to get to? There it is. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Pug. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm confused as all hell, but I'm enjoying it. Well, there's reasons that, Azurin, Rain, and I interact in real life. And additional reasons that we interact with Word in real life. Yes, that is in fact you, word. You are the word. Other than bird. Bird is also the word and is usually the word more often. You get threatened with visits in real life? You do. Bird is, in fact, the word bee. But word is not the bird. The bird is Owlgirly and Vilafar and Darkraven. Getting damn near promise at this point. Oh, good lord, word. Specs, blink 3 times if you're being held hostage. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Don't get that in my head. I don't think I am yet. We'll talk about it in a little bit, Specs. We'll see how you feel. And I did it again. At least I was in my spaceship this time. Honestly, my computer is probably getting to a point where it's starting to crap out too. I didn't think the autopilot would let me do that. I didn't think I would die quite that horribly. I suppose I was wrong. Gosh. Hey, sometimes it does. I've almost hit Timberhearth like 3 times and it gets me out of the atmosphere of Timberhearth. Although I guess I just kind of did a slingshot around Timberhearth, didn't it? Word, you know me. I have absolutely no luck whatsoever. Are you going to accuse my skill of just being luck? No. You read something last stream that said we don't do collision with the autopilot, it broke it too many times? Well, I think your first mistake, Word, is assuming that I remember the things that I read. Like, who are you? What do you think I am? A cat? I am a cat. This is a factual statement. Try the same thing again. Over and over and expect a different result. That's not insanity. That's just a crash landing. Good news is we'll be landing immediately. Bad news is it's crash landing. Reactor damaged, porthole damaged, aft damaged. Alright, the reactor is back up and running. Well, the good news is that the reactor was easy to fix and everything else is working just fine. We don't really need a hull, she said, knowing full well that you do in fact need a hull. What the f was that? Did we just get hit by a rock? I think we just got hit by a rock. Doesn't this video game know that that's how you kill people? Yep, we did get hit by a rock because the entire hull is now breached. That is fair. That is fair. Alright, there's the aft. Port. Asteroid damage to the upper hull, and we are good to go, chat. Oh, is this the Tower of Quantum Knowledge? I think it is. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire plant, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet. And I never see them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Bloom is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis. This rock shard's significance or presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what's causing other nearby objects to also move about this area? They told us up front. Yep, this is the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We've read all of that before. No, that's... We need to be there. Yeah, there's definitely a quantum fluctuation coming from that. Which is kind of a thing we already knew, because Outer Wilds Ventures was like, yeah, so these things are crazy and they move around when you're not looking at them. I wish I knew where it went. Whoa, that was a rock. All right. Let's try again. Alright, there's the hole in the crust. Let's guide ourselves down, nice and easy like. Wait, I think I got it. I think I got it, chat. I think I got it. We'll probably never be able to get the ship loose. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Probably never be able to get the ship loose, but hey. And we are nowhere near where I was supposed to be. Son of a bitch! Gravity cannon. Hanging City. So that's the heck of a landing. Honestly, I was distracted beam assisted, so I can't take credit. Okay, so that looks like the gravity cannon. That's the tower, and I think that's the Hanging City. So we want to go to... Really unpleasant, made it this far, back at the gravity things are really uncomfy. Yep. Okay. Hanging City is north. Which means that there should be two. Yes. Gravity Crystal Workshop is above 140. No. Gravity Cannon is east, 400 meters. So do we maybe want to do that then? Do we maybe want to go to the gravity cannon? And find a path? Tower of Quantum Knowledge. West 190. Yeah, that's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Maybe we want to go the opposite direction, don't we? That looks like the gravity cannon. Which means that if we go that way, we'll hit the observatory. It's right over there. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get back inside that ship. I appear to have made a massive mistake. South. I mean, what's the worst that happens at this point, chat? We die horribly in a black hole-related accident? It's gonna happen anyway. Arguably, that's how I go in real life. Son of a bitch. Chat, I'm extremely distressed. Okay? We may need to investigate something else. No. 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 Whoa! We went flying past. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm probably gonna die first, and then I'm gonna go someplace else. One of the planets I haven't seen yet. If I'm doing my vector math correctly, you know, not math, but like eyeballing the vector, we should be headed roughly this away. A little more this away than that away. We are so gonna run out of juice before we hit this planet. Either that or we'll hit this planet very, very hard. Not that juice, different juice. You know, having fun? Is it fun watching a cat girl hurtle through the depths of space? Facing her doom? I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not, word. Oh, hi, Psycho Hedgehog. Welcome in. Zero sarcasm? Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Ow. You been here a while? Well, welcome in. Currently playing RimWorld. That's another one I need to play. I've heard good things. Oh, we suffocated. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that it's supposed to be pretty good. Just have your gripes with the DLC. Yeah, that happens. Alright, chat. I'm gonna crash land on a different planet this time. You used to drifting around in space gives you downtime to think about stuff? True. Like how I'm visiting a totally different random planet. Like, let's just visit one of the Hourglass Twins. Mostly just your morals about giving the modders credit and stuff. Oh, yep. I totally get that. I totally get that, Hedgehog. Let's land on a new planet, chat. Ooh, there's an inner wireless signal on this planet. Whoa, that planet's crazy. Ooh, I see another escape pod. Oh, well, that's not annoying at all. Let's go to Ember Twin. Ember Twin looks a little bit more inviting. Except for the fact that I can't land on it. Mind a hey, we made a spaceship DLC. Big thanks to the modders behind Save Our Ship too, but it's leading on. Yeah. Oh. Well, we landed. Kinda. Yep. Repair those. Landing gear. Those are actually not in bad shape. Then we'll repair our landing camera. That one was completely wrecked. Nice. We double check the damage to the ship. None further. Alright. Now, what's on this interesting little planet? Is it an interesting little planet, or is it just a giant ball of dirt? Because right now, it's looking like it's just a giant ball of dirt. Very shiny, pretty dirt, but dirt. Dirt as far as the eyes can see. You do end up streaming it, you remember getting you mods, Twitch chat and Room Connect, both are mods for Twitch integration. Ooh, I'll have to do that sometime. I always love it when there's... Ooh. There's stuff and things over here. Thanks so much for the follow, Hedgehog. I really appreciate it. Met a traveler from an antique land who said a giant column stands in the desert. Whoa. Chat, I found stuff. There's more stuff on that planet. Hey, is Ember Twin sucking bits of Ash Twin up into itself? Oh. Oh, this is getting taller. What's happening here, chat? Back to turning into children and mindless soldiers for your war crime army. Well, I mean, that is certainly something to do. Chat. I have a series of theories. And they're not... Bear with me. I think that Ember Twin is sucking the dirt off of Ash Twin. And as it does, some large megastructure is being revealed in the center of Ash Twin. And the reason I have this theory is that I'm watching sand get sucked off of Ash Twin. Like right here. Interesting. I'm floating off the planet, chat. Only briefly, the tractor beam is not strong enough to pick me up. It would seem. Love it. I walked into that one. That was my fault. There's a teleporter. Well, not a teleporter, but you know, whatever this thing is. And what precisely is the point of all this, chat? Three minutes oxygen remaining. There's a structure. There's a big structure. Ow. That's a dead guy. Looks like a shockingly well-preserved dead guy. This is a teleporter, it seems, just like the one on Turtle Hollow. I wonder if it teleports you to Ash Twin when they're aligned. Or Ember Twin. And then this one over here might be a receiving pad? Or one of these might be a sending pad and one might be a receiving pad. Interesting. Looks like there's something that I need to read around here, but I can't find it yet. So we're just gonna see what happens. Oh my. The sun's getting mighty orange, chat. Yeah, my theory was completely not a theory. I knew for a fact that what I said was happening was happening. There's some kind of crazy thing going on over here. But we've got like no oxygen remaining and no fuel remaining, so we're gonna go replenish those at the ship, and then we're gonna continue exploring this mega structure. We have received no information from this planet yet, other than the things that I have observed with my own little eyeballs. Oh no, this is interesting. There's a door here. I have entered the door here. What about... There's a big, what looked like some kind of a clay structure. Okay, we replenished oxygen. We did not replenish our fuel tank. Very cool, Ash Twin. Keep it up. Or Ember Twin. What if they're both Ember Twin and Ash Twin? And it just depends on which one has more dirt at the moment. What if when they reach a certain mass, they just, like, share their dust? Ooh, a door. Ooh, pretty little oasis. Well, where the spotted fluffy heck am I now? I'm on Timber Hearth. I'm on Timber Hearth. Return warp status charged. Step onto warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time 684.554012. Yeah, we're being received ever so slightly in the past. I wonder if we can use that to our advantage, chat. I deleted 2 things in the Discord mod logs. They were inside spoilers and revealed things. That's fair. Thank you for cleaning out the mod log for me. I am curious, chat, whether I, given what I have and know now, am capable of giving myself a bit more time by abusing the time warp part of the warp gates. Does that make sense? Am I making sense or am I crazy? Like, can I slightly rewind time by just warping back and forth for a minute? There's a gravity cannon up there, too. Because the sun's getting mighty big and orange. Okay, that's gotta be on the other planet, right? Ow. I am a confused yet intrigued kitty cat. Oh, there is some kind of crazy thing going on under the sand. Like, I know we've established very strongly that there was some kind of a megastructure here. Well, now how to get down? This looks awfully similar to its twin planet. We're low on fuel. But I think if we just keep... Just give myself a second to not get sucked up by the sand vacuum. I was too early, chat. Nice landing. Almost like they're twins. Whoa! I never would have guessed this from their name, word to the wise. Yes, that was extremely snark. It was a very smooth landing. Ha! A book! Gravity is getting super stupid. I think it has to do with the lack of mass on this planet and the sudden presence of mass on another. And the fact that the sun's getting bigger. Yeah, the sun's gonna go supernova, like, pretty soon. So let's read this. friends visiting the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab in Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin, my gratitude that Rami found me. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Conroy would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Okay, so there's a High Energy Lab on Ember Twin. Which makes me think that maybe the next time what we do is we go to Ember Twin before it's covered in dirt. Also, this writing is so pretty. Do 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 do. We are out of juice. Love the normal script. Yeah, wish our language could support branching conversations like that. That would be gorgeous. I mean, it could if you tried hard enough. Probably be all kinds of janky though. Yeah, that's a broken door. We don't have any juice. Use a little oxygen to get us down here. Yeah, I think Ember Twin might be our destination after this. Yo, gang, welcome in. Thank you so much for the first time chat. How are you? If only there was some way to reply to specific parts of what someone previously said. Ow. Liquid developed technology to perform that kind of function. Surely we could never go back to linear conversation formats again. English, honestly, as a language, is going through a lot of metamorphosis right now. It's getting more and more mimetic. But what if you like lines? Well, then you're a nerd, word. Oh. Well, that's one way to reset. Dead cat. Perished. Died. Kabooey. One of thousands of references I make thousands of times a day. Alright, Ember Twin, here we come. And it sounded like there were sounds. Most will go walk a booze and dog chat. Be good, do not spoil the cat's playthrough, please and thank you. Yeah, please don't spoil my playthrough. I want us all to be able to have fun, happy, confusing time together. We're gonna land on a planet. We're gonna land on a planet. I'm gonna try anyway. I think we found the middle of the planet, chat. Uh-oh. The dirtification process has begun! Smell like sand? It's coarse and it's rough. It gets everywhere. I maintain that he was not a terrible actor for the script he had to work with. Coarse and rough, just the way you like it. Oh my goodness. How dare you assume how I like things? How dare you be kind of correct? Yeah, there's the Escape Pod 2 distress beacon. Let's see, what do we got in this ship? Needs status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. Anona, everyone survived the crash. It's a relief, at least. You have my gratitude. Burr, were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in this star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Alright, so we got another escape pod crash site. Let's go see this. We can read the ship's log. Escape Pod 2. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Sheesh. Launching Escape Pod 3. Now launching Escape Pod 2. He did, yeah, considering direction and writing, he did okay. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict, inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet's surface. The heat from this star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show as a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down here to build a long-term shelter in Anona, but the passages are a maze. Even with this danger, there's still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. I may have been correct, chat. Emergency escape hatch. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Polius and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. Horror? I'm totally going to the terminus of this one. Oh, that's spooky as hell. Oh, that's spooky as hell. Somebody died down there. Somebody died down there and they had a bad time doing it. We'll see. We'll see what else is happening around. This might be where those interesting rocks were. Yeah, interesting rocks, that's all. Someone died down there and you never noticed that before. They did. That does seem to be the case. We found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. The cavern Milleray found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path of the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. Oh. First time still seeing new things? Yeah! Ow. Well, shit. It happened again, chat. My controller just disconnected, or my keyboard just disconnected. I plugged it into the other USB port, and it's fine again. I think my computer might be powerful jankified. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Oopsie. Too far. Yeah, this is only 0.5 gravity. Nope, that never happens at an important, highly clippable moment. Really, though. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand fall of the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. Sand here is rising, so you must be cautious, but swift. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. I didn't follow those directions, did I? In fact, I did like the exact opposite of those directions, didn't I? Walk forward until you meet the sandfall of the pit, then turn left. Continue into the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. Forward appears to be this way. Sandfall of the pit, turn left. Rock column formations, perhaps? We're gonna die down here. Ooh, opening! It is so dark. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Milleray and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. Kinda can't believe that just happened, but okay. You're doing well. There's only a little farther to the left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. This looks rather sheltery. Anglerfish fossil overlook. Geez, they built like a whole city in here. 60 seconds of oxygen remaining, and they died here too. Tragic. Yeah, they didn't escape the sand, chat. They definitely didn't escape the sand. Heck yeah. It's not gonna do us any good in about 15 seconds if I can't find any trees. Freeze! We're saved. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? I almost can't comprehend this being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idia, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, I won't support the station's use. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to accomplish complete the Ash Twin project. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. Anglerfish Overlook District, Stepping Stone District, High Energy Lab Trailhead, Eye Shrine District. We were the Anglerfish Overlook, yeah? So I think if we... Whatever this was doesn't seem to be working anymore. Cheering so much. Well, thank you. There are so many dead people. Oh, the dirt is rising. The sand, I should say. I thought there might be ghost matter back there. Tons of ghost matter. Alright, then we're gonna go this way instead. Oh, hi, dead guy. Ooh. Oh, I was just here. I got excited, chat. Ow. Pour my spacesuit. Clean open, chat. That can't be good. Alright, so here is that ghost matter situation again. already it's everywhere. We're gonna have to get more oxygen shortly. And that is the sound of rushing sand. Gravity cannon. Yeah. Uh-oh. A lot of doors are closing to us. Quite literally, too. Am I gonna get crushed by falling sand? I think I'm gonna get crushed by falling sand. I think that's how this run ends, or this cycle ends. Alright, there's not a physical hole, so I can't jetpack through that. Ooh, that's shiny. Okay. I had a moth moment there, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I think the gravity cannon is the only way we can go. Ooh, wait, stairs. Out onto the surface, chat. She lived. She survived her first trip to Ember Twin. So far, kinda, a little bit. Arguably. High energy lab should be over here, I believe. They said it was the structure with the giant, solar panels. Those are what those things are called. Oh, that's unsettling. That is not a healthy star, chat. I get it, you're dumping sand all over me. Very dusty. Very, very dusty. Note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to help design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Remy and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong, as though, although it's convenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. High Energy Lab. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect. The door must remain closed nonetheless. The Sunless City, 300 meters. All the cities are going to be sunless in a minute. Come on, bro. Learn to do things, cat girl. Ow. Interesting. Not a whole lot to look at down there from the surface. However, I think that we are about to have a visit from a supernova, so we might call stream once the sun explodes and pick it up again next time. Interesting. Now, what are you? Oh, that's Ash Twin. That's Ash Twin. Craziness, chat. Absolute craziness. Is it sucking its sand back, or is that all that's left of it? That is really unsettling. If you have a fear of large objects filling your field of view, please do not look at the screen. The sun is massive and turning redder by the second. That's cool. Now, I haven't got any idea where my ship is. I think that Ash Twin is completely empty. Maybe the sun wasn't as close to going bluey as I thought. I'm also wondering if maybe there's ways to teleport from basically every point on this surface, or every point in this solar system. You wouldn't want to, of course, most likely, because the ship is super convenient for finding things. There she is. I know. I do not believe I survived all that. Alright, let's check. Damage to the headlights. There, we refueled. Let's find our headlights. There it is. Alright, now the lights work again. Beam us up. Oh, hey. The sun went kablooey. Well then, chat. I think that is going to be it for us for today. I have got some more stuff I need to do today. I did meet the twins and learned so much. That might have been the most productive exploration we've done all day. Like, straight up. That lifetime was, or lifetime cycle, whatever we call it, was crazy. Alright, chat. We're gonna reset our loop. And we are gonna find somebody to raid. Gosh, this game is fascinating. I try to keep my streams around 3 hours long to max. Just for, you know, manageability. Especially for stuff that I'm editing. I'm not gonna do full edits of this playthrough because I know that spoilers are very spoily. Where is my button? There's my button. We're gonna see who's online to raid. All big streamers. Let's do same category, small, similar or smaller. Let's see if there's any VTubers playing Outer Wilds right now. Not really. Ooh, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Any of similar or smaller size playing anything else? Yeah, that's a fair point. I will skip that. Actually, I'm finding that my current schedule is really rough for finding people that we know to raid. So I'm gonna skip the raid this time just to be safe. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night, wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed stream because I enjoyed stream because I know I sure did. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.